passageways. Sometimes they drop dead before them can get attention. The maternal mortality rate there, mothers dying in childbirth, is 10 times what it was when the PNP was last in office. Women saying to me, Comrade Bunting, we're afraid to have children because we're afraid of the hospital. What explains these poor outcomes for our people? It can be summarized in one word, comrades: corruption. Corruption. No amount of slick PR campaigns can hide the truth any longer. The Integrity Commission report has revealed that the emperor is wearing no clothes. The final report into the statutory declarations concluded that a number of his findings are directly opposed to the established public virtues that a prime minister has a duty to uphold. What it is saying is that Andrew Holness is not fit and proper to be the prime minister of this proud Jamaica. And then, comrades, to add insult to injury, when he was referred by the Integrity Commission to the Financial Investigation Division for illicit enrichment, he cannot explain where his wealth and his money came from. He then turned around and appointed his friend Dennis Strong to lead the FID. That is what in Jamaica we call a set-on, a fix to ensure that the matter will be dealt with. But let me tell you something now about Dennis Strong. Dennis Strong is not qualified to hold that position. Dennis Strong said he saw nothing wrong with the Integrity Commission report. I'm sure some of you here work with a bank or a financial institution. And the first year you get training and they tell you about money laundering. It's anti-money laundering training you get. And they tell you how to spot suspicious transactions. So when the integrity report says that the Prime Minister have millions of dollars in raw cash deposited via ATM to his personal account, millions of dollars raw cash from undisclosed depositors, any first-year bank employee would know that is a red flag for money laundering. Then there's another stage in money laundering called layering, where you have multiple accounts and you have thousands of transactions with hundreds of millions of dollars going through those accounts. It is a way of hiding the real source. We read about that in the Integrity Commission report, Andrew's famous 28 bank accounts between him and his associated companies, 470 million passing back and forth through them, 3,000 odd transactions. Yet Dennis Strong couldn't recognize that as a red flag for money laundering. Dennis Strong has mastered. He has no forensic or investigative qualifications. He has a master's degree in see and blind, hear and deaf. But then, comrades, we might ask ourselves, is there no one in the GLP hierarchy with some little shred of principle to say this has gone too far? Is there no one? Well, make us see if we can find one. It can't be Christopherson, who am being cornered by a senior journalist for playing a doctored tape, claim that he couldn't tell the difference between the fake and the original. The man is either an idiot or a pathological liar. Make we look some more. It can't be the two deputy leaders who not even Bruce Golding or Andrew Wonis could have stomached them in his cabinet. It can't be the duo, the couple, one named Des and one named Dar. Des boasts about buying 100 new trucks to transport garbage. Dar boasts about buying 100 old bus to transport our most precious cargo, our children. Those people don't have any sense. But let me take it down a notch now. Let me take it down a notch to get local. Because Jensek knows that all politics is local. So let's see, could it be one of the Manchester candidates? Could it be the one who parachuted headfirst into bellyful politics in Northeast Manchester? Distributing scarce benefits and spoils like black drum and chicken. Labour rights fighting to death at her constituency office. I don't think so. Or could it be the one in the south who proudly posts on social media pictures of him moving around surreptitiously at night, issuing fertilizer and God knows what else? The same one who posts himself dancing and cavorting like a creepy clown in the back of the old bus with people picnic. Can't be that one. And Comrade Donovan, it certainly can't be the lady who served one term, take a few pictures, issuing a few drum of water and post on social media, patch to pothole and claim that she's the greatest MP in Central Manchester history. Until she can build a brand new hospital like John Jr. did. Until she can build 5 brand new schools like Peter Bunting did. Until she can bring employment for thousands like Peter Bunting did at Sutherland Global. But take time with her. She has no pressure. Nobody now wants to sit down beside her in parliament. The PNP candidates, on the other hand, are about empowering people, are about empowering you to stand on your own 2 feet, teaching you to fish, not just giving you a fish. In South Manchester, for example, we have a platform of development for all. Better public infrastructure, roads, water, lights, schools, clinics, internet, employment opportunities through training, and are assisting our farmers and business persons. And then we top that off with a vision project of reopening the coast road from Alligator Pond, TJ, back to Milk River, Lothan, and opening the Manchester coast as a hub for community and ecotourism. Creating investment opportunities and jobs for our people. So comrades, on September 3rd, you have a clear choice. On the one hand is the PNP with a clear vision for Jamaica, where justice reigns and the education system leaves no child behind, where quality health care is available and accessible, and medication and supplies will be at Mandeville Regional Hospital and the clinics. You have the opportunity like Floyd and Lothan have been telling you, that those 700,000 Jamaicans who have been called squatters will be given the dignity of owning their own land and their own title, not out of charity, but correcting the injustices and inequities of history. But on the other hand is a wicked and crooked regime which every 5 years offers you the crumbs from the tables of themselves and their cronies, treating you with contempt, keeping you poor and dependent so that they can control you easily at an election and ignore your interests for the rest of the 5 years while they eat food upon food upon food. Be on the lookout for them these next few days until election. Look out for the big trousers man them who are benefiting from the corruption. Expect a parade of them through South Manchester. They hate me like poison because me not afraid of them, but them afraid to wear short pants. Like the thief who ball out bad mind when him get catch. Look out for them. Take them picture and post it like a rogues gallery, because the only other term they deserve is a prison term. Comrades, one love, one heart.
General, my general, South Manchester general. South Manchester will be better with. South Manchester will be better with. I like the last shot when played through the extra cover region, because him said them a go to jail. And Damion Crawford did tell them, one by one. Our next speaker will be one of our 22 female candidates destined for victory in the next general election. Our next local government minister. Comrades, make some noise and welcome Comrade Natalie Nita Gordon.
Chairman, comrade party leader, and the next Prime Minister of Jamaica, whether you like it or not, whether you fly high or low, whether you're blue, black or green, Mark Jefferson Golding will be the next Prime Minister of Jamaica. In a special way, hard-working, results-oriented General Secretary Dayton Campbell, next Member of Parliament for Eastern Westmoreland. Big up yourself. I'm acknowledging all of the winners in Manchester and St. Elizabeth, PNP River, come down, bank to bank, in Manchester tonight. Comrades, I want to say this to you. Me like this thing a long time. Me gone 4 term, now I go for number 5. I'm here at a workers meeting this evening and I tell my team, I said, party leader said, you are going to be the team which creates history because they will be the 5-star team electing the 5-star queen in North Central St. Catherine. But me are one of them hardcore comrades. Me are one of them rock stone comrade. Me a socialist through and through. Me are one of them people that nobody can trick, nobody can twist, nobody can turn, nobody can burn. You can't buy me, cause I'm not for sale. I want to know, in this election, in Manchester, I want to see those comrades who come hell or high water on election day. You take me seriously. The plan to buy your vote is the plan to treat you like a slave. The plan to buy your vote is a plan to take your money and use your money to buy you. Let me give you one little story. I come from one little rural community in St. Catherine. My grandmother was a shopkeeper. And one day a man came with a pumpkin to sell my granny. And my grandmother said, what a lovely pumpkin, and bought the pumpkin. Only to be told by somebody who was watching, say, Miss Dandan, you know, see if you want a pumpkin you buy. The man grew on a back of tea for a pumpkin and carry around the counselor. When they steal your tax-paying dollar, when they take the money off of the school bus, which could not cost $1.4 billion, when them take the money off of the drill, which couldn't cost $31 million, when them shut down Nutribully, and all of these things are your money. And them will take your money to come back to come buy you with your money. Well, only a fool would stand up or sit down and make a band buy him with his own money. You are not for sale. Let me see the comrades tonight who are not for sale. We are not for sale. Comrades, leadership matters. Leadership matters. If it's a school, good leadership matters. This good principal leads a good school. A good pastor leads a good church. A man of integrity has to lead a good congregation. Because if the pastor is corrupt, the congregation will be corrupt as well. We want Mark Jefferson Golden to be Prime Minister because he's not a corrupt man. We want leadership with integrity. We want decency in Jamaica House. We want Jamaica to be considered a country that upholds high standards and that the world can respect. Leadership matters. We have a team, not just Mark Golden. Comrade Mark Golden has team. He has backative. He has one heap away and stand up behind him, before him, beside him, ready to fight the work, the good fight. To put Jamaica on a path to progress. We're not offering you promises, comrades. We're not offering you promises. We're offering you progress. We're not offering you hype and clocks. We're offering you high performance and class. That's what we are offering you. We're offering you policies and programs that can change your life and transform your families and create a better way of life for us all. Time come, comrades. Time come. Time come for better roads. Time come for better markets. Time come for better street lights. Time come for better garbage collection. Time come for a better Jamaica. One love, one heart.
I see them coming after my soul. Wanna give me life, wanna give me blame, wanna give me all of my feelings. I am talking about what this world has to offer. Girl, what you doing, what you see, what they have done to better than my girl. Jefferson, all of the profits. But I'm not. And no, I'm not.
DJ. Once you play 1, 2, 3, we have to march. So find the march. Because my people them know say September 3rd, it's all about the victory for the People's National Party. Everybody on the platform, hold hand for me. Everybody on the platform, hold on. A united People's National Party cannot be beaten. A united People's National Party must win. Must win. Thank you. Them chat a bag of things. Them draw down we name. Them put we in a dirt. But the more them chat, the more we rise. The more them chat, the more we rise. I want to big up one of my general, the forward. Rasta we say. Only Rasta can liberate the people. The boss in the place. The boss in the Okay, are you ready for Damion Crawford?
Yeah. Hold on. It's gonna be a storm around here. I hear the sound, the Rastaman say, Babylon, your throne, come, Babylon, come. I hear say, after last night is one love. And when Bunting and Julian them catch them Tuesday, it's 2 love. And when Mark catch them after that, it's 3 love. And when Uno catch them September the 3rd, it is going to be 4 love. After the boss said me gonna thump them up with some data and some facts. And them can't challenge the facts. Me hear labor rights say, boy, Crawford shine. Me no more shine if me a star. Natalie, me no more shine. Star after shine. Shine bright like a diamond. But watch me now. Watch me now. Manchester, St. Elizabeth, Clarendon, we need full force coming out on September 3rd. We already won the nomination. We already winning the debates. But none of that is worth it if we don't win the election. We need you full force. What is happening? I want to have a conversation seriously tonight about your children. Because the Jamaica Labour Party has sacrificed the children of this country. I don't know how much I only hear last night that in 2015 mathematics passes was 14,700 children. Currently is 7,826. That means that is almost 7,000 less in 1 year. If we make labor right win again, over 5 years, 35,000 less children will pass mathematics. We cannot afford that. Make I give you something else. In 2015, literacy was 84%. Now, it is 65%. Once again, that is almost 7,000 picnic that normally would have been able to read, cannot read. If we allow labor right to win again, over 5 years, that's 35,000 4th graders that cannot read. I'm going to give you something again. 5 subjects, including math and English, was 28% in 2015. It is now 19%. That is about 3,000 less picnic getting into university. If we don't make labor right win again, over 5 years, that is 15,000 less poor picnic getting into university. We cannot, Dayton, we cannot, Angela, we cannot win. Make that up. Now let me show you how labor right lie like show. I mean not talk regular show, me I talk about John Wick. Last year, the Minister of Education, which was then what can go so Favour Williams, said that mathematics was in crisis. This year, the Minister, Dana Morris Dixon, said that they are right on track. You know how much more picnic passed this year than last year? 9 Dege picnic passed this year more than last year. That 9, when you know 9, that is less than Andrew less bank accounts. Hold on. When you know 9, that is less than Ruel Reed's sticky fingers. 9 is less than the labor rights under investigation for illicit enrichment. And even though 26,000 picnic fail, JLP said we are on the right track with 9 dege more picnic pass. The school that I helped with on a Saturday moved from 19 last year to 63 this year. Me alone get 44 and the whole ministry get 9. What can go so? I'm bigging up the teachers at that school. But I'm saying to you, we cannot continue with a government that find it okay for our children to fail. I call the liar Chris Tufton and say, why labor right treat education like this? He says, remember that Andrew Holness afraid of bright people. Remember when Tufton said Andrew Holness afraid of bright people? But if your children don't get the opportunity of education, then the sufferation will only multiply. There is no place for the uneducated going forward in the future. Who used to mix cement will be replaced by a premix truck. Who used to chop bushes being replaced by a weed whacker. Who used to wash clothes is being replaced by a washing machine. There is no place 20 years from now for the uneducated. So I beg you not to take a risk and put the people in charge of our children anymore. I hear Comrade Bunting explain what they think of our children because they celebrated new trucks for garbage and then celebrated old bus for children. The bus them look like a them carry the animals going on Noah. But what is the problem? Our problem is that when we looked at this thing, the big disagreement over bus is that they claim that they are giving us new buses. Look at this. Last night in the debate, the brethren will answer one question and stop. Said that new buses came when it's 15-year-old buses. But this is the difference between what we see and what they see. We see a problem with children not going to school. We have, in particular, in the very rural places, out of 190 days, some children missing 90 days. Because deep rural is the problem. Up a banana ground is the problem. Some places in a Black River is the problem. We recognize that as bus was not the answer. Because some farming communities where the adults don't travel further than them ground, the taxi don't see a reason to go to those places. So therefore, we have to subsidize the travel from those places so that the children can get to school. The PNP said for those children, we will give you $2,500 a week, which work out to $10,000 a month. Somehow the labor right think we can't do maths and want to offer you for this election $5,000 for 5 years. Make we work the maths. 5,000 for 5 years is $1,000 a year. The year of 12 months. That is $87 a month. The month of 30 days. That is $2.40 a day. The day of 24 hours. That is 10 cents an hour. Why would you sell yourself for 10 cents an hour? So hold on. Let me ask you a question. When the PNP give 20,000 of the poorest people children $10,000 a month so that them can shine bright like how we shine bright last night. Don't labor right there again. When we cut out the apartheid system in school that have your children on part joining a special line to show that they are poor, and the other children in another line, with the part lunch being white rice and chicken foot. You have more gravy than rice. I never see rice and pea. I say rice and peas because the peas is plural. But I never see rice and pea with one dege peas in the rice. The JLP said they will give children $180 a day. How can $180 a day buy anything at all? We guarantee you that we will give $400 a day. How can it be unfair to afford to treat your children right? How can a country not afford to feed the children in need? We will give $400. Now somehow, Comrade Golden, they want to tell us that unemployment is 3%, and yet food insecurity, people who can't buy food to eat, is 56%. Then it means that the people who are work can't buy food. How do you measure poverty if poverty is 8% as they say, but people who can't buy food is 56%? If there's any measure of poverty, it must be the man who can't buy the most basic thing. You know what JLP have done to the children? Them say who the pump part can get the $180. But who don't have a pit toilet, who save up and buy a TV, who have a settee, cannot get any lunch because you choose nothing make cockroach crawl up on you when you use the bathroom. We will cut that out and give 242,000 children. Listen, the JLP is giving 180,000 picnic. If we're not voting back the Jamaica Labour Party, then it means that 67,000 picnic that would get under the People's National Party would dead for hungry continuously at school. Those are your children. Those are the children of the poor that shouldn't be refused. So let me ask you a question. When the JLP give 180,000 and the PNP give 246,000 children, when the JLP give $180 and the PNP give $480. Don't labor right dead again. Watch me. Too many of our young people finishing school and not getting anything to go look at work. Now understand the madness when we talk about vocational subjects like being a welder or being an electrician. We like to go on like them dunce to be a plumber. If you don't pass, then you go, why would I make a man who don't have no sense be an electrician? He would have burn down my house. Why would I make a man who can't learn, cast me decking? Me decking now go drop down for me. So those masons and carpenters and plumbers, stop make them tell you so you dunce, you just interested in something else. So the PNP will build 4 vocational labs in every high school and make sure that from 10th grade you start a pathway that will give you a level 4 in heart by the time you graduate. And I hear a whole heap of people I talk about them want to go foreign. Everywhere you go, you ask a farm work yard. Well, you see Canada, Australia, and America, they want skilled people under the People's National Party. When you go to airport, it is as a mason, it is as a carpenter, it is as a plumber, not to lift up box and apple. We will be the first to put in a skill work yard and not just a farm work yard, because we're sending you out there to the world. So when your son, who is now 14, graduated at 18 with a level 4, the highest certification in art, when your daughter, who is now 16, turn a certified cosmetologist by the time she graduates, don't labor right there again. Watch me. We recognize that too much 10 subject picnic, they not Chinaman wholesale or catch box. We see it because them can't afford university. We recognize that whole heap of 9 subject picnic. I left them yard 9 p.m. got call center because they can't afford university. We know that enough 25 and 30-year-old where I drive taxi now, if them did just get a little chance, they would have been engineers. So the People's National Party says that the first child in any family that get into university will be totally free under the People's National Party. So you see, when you go home tonight, look on your 12-year-old who learn to talk and learn to walk. Because if you learn to talk, you can learn. And if you learn to walk, you can learn. Why them want to tell the children of the poor that you know bright at 9 months, but dunce at 19? That is impossible. So go home to your 15-year-old and say, you see, you go to university. You belong to Mark Golding. We will send the first in every family to university for free. If you're in the crowd right now and you say, I am the first, if you're not on a subject, go back to school and come check us for the first in the family scholarship. And it's not just for new children who is at the university now. You will be grandfathered in and immediately qualified. Second year, third year, come to us for the first in the family scholarship. Finally now, you see the entertainment people who are live off of entertainment. Don't forget how you were sacrificed by the Jamaica Labour Party. Don't forget under COVID how them make a party in a Negril keep because it's big, but none of your round robin couldn't keep. Don't forget that nice abatement act. Don't go for Sunfest because Sunfest unlock off 2 o'clock. Don't forget that it don't go for jazz and blues. Only the poor is sacrificed. We will put an extension program that you apply for your extension and move forward with your entertainment program. The change is coming now. There is a reason the JLP should lose. Peter Bunting tell you about it. Because I never see a thief or set of people in my life. In my life. And remember last night I asked you, them said 200,000 computer buy. That means that of the 400,000 children, every 2 child, two picnics to get 1 computer. Have you seen any of those computers? Well, understand this. When the People's National Party get into power, they should not fret about the security. They should fret about the judge, because one by one they're going to jail. One by one they're going to jail. One by one they're going to jail. Time come for the people. Time come for the children. Time come for us to move forward and believe that better is possible, better exists, and better must come. Power to you.
Let them fool you. Don't believe for a minute that they are with you. Just leave the people.
Thank you, DJ. Let me acknowledge my friend on sign language duty, because we are bringing the message right across the world to all the people. And now, coming to the microphone, to the podium, to the platform, the man we say one General Secretary. General Secretary of the greatest political movement in the English-speaking Caribbean. Miss Lucky One Boy, medical doctor with a law degree, and a no fenke, a real general. Comrades of Central Jamaica, make welcome General Secretary Comrade Dayton Campbell.
My soul, so don't feel power. My soul.
Comrade Chairman of this evening's meeting, my brother and my friend, Big Bad Council out of Alligator Pod, TJ, big up yourself. I want to say a special good evening to our incoming Prime Minister and his dear wife and his children, Mark Jefferson Golden. All of the comrades on the platform, and I look in the audience and I see some blood and fire comrades. I say respect you, big up yourself. You know that I'm a man who go to my church and love my God. I hear Labour right trying to say all sorts of things, you know. I hear even the Prime Minister carry some crowd with him from town, go down to Westmoreland yesterday. I know him stay Damion, him no one call your name and him say the other man. But Mr. Prime Minister, I am going to answer you when you are leader of opposition. Tonight I'm talking to the people of Jamaica. I have no time to respond to you tonight. Lying lips are an abomination. The Jamaica Labour Party is filled with lying lips. We sat down last night and we watched a debate. When we listened to the analysts on TV, them say PNP win. When we listen to the analysts on CV and them say PNP win. When we go over social media, PNP win. The only place Labour right win over nationwide. And Labour right won't talk about win. Hold on. I hear them in the debate talking about the state of healthcare and said they're going back to what was said a few years ago. Oh, Christian soldiers, I wish you knew this song that we used to sing when we grew up. That says, roll back the curtains of memories now and then. Show me where you brought me from and where I could have been. They think we have forgotten. I remember a few years ago that IGL said that they wrote to the government to ask them how much oxygen they would need in the COVID pandemic. They said the government did not respond to them. I remember people dying at South Hospital and other hospitals in Jamaica because we ran out of oxygen under this wicked, uncaring government. I hear them come back again and they say that in 10 years they have not imposed any new taxes. It is a lie from the bottom of the pit of hell. In 2016 and in 2017, the documents are there to show Audley Manayard Shaw imposed new taxes to pay for the 1.5.
Jamaicans will have to pay more at the checkout counter for general consumption tax, but has now gone up to 17.5%. The public will also have to pay more for fuel, electricity, and cigarettes. The
Hold
finance
on.
minister
We will send out the something so you can see it. The documents are there. They're in the parliament, they're in the public square, where they imposed $31 billion worth of new taxes to pay for the 1.5 that they said would not require any new taxes. Then I hear them talking about how the PNP is planning to impose new taxes to develop our agriculture development fund. I want labor rights listener listen good. And if your left ears not work, turn your right ears. Because them say deaf ears give liar trouble, so you not listen well. But I want to say to you now, we are going to use a portion of the existing taxes that we collect on imported food items to put an agricultural development fund in place. So not only will we not impose any new taxes, but for the 30,000 security guard, for the nurses, for the firemen who work overtime, we are going to take off the tax off of that too. Not only will we not impose any new taxes, but for the workers in the hospitality industry who get your tips and your gratuity and your commission, we are going to take tax off of that too. Why are we proposing to do an agricultural development fund? Because in Jamaica we have 262,000 registered farmers. Southern St. Elizabeth accounts for a quarter of all of the production in Jamaica, the agricultural produce. When hurricane come, you still have farmers today who don't get no help from this government from Beryl come last year because they are a wicked and caring set of people. That agricultural development fund is going to help the farmers like how the tourism enhancement fund help the tourism sector. It's going to help the farmers like how the National Health Fund helps the health sector. We are going to be in a space where the farmers over in Red Bank in Southeast St. Elizabeth will be able to get tractors to plow their land. We are going to help the farmers in Duff House in South Manchester to get irrigation from your crops. We are going to help the farmers in Devon up in Northeast Manchester to get storage for your produce. And we are going to put some of the money at the PC Bank so that farmers can go in and get a loan and go out there and produce to feed this nation. We are a party that wants to create independent people. We want to empower people. We don't want a Rasta against stab up over chicken in an MP office. We want you to make your own money. Now, 5 years ago, this government signed on to something at CARICOM that they would decrease the food import bill in Jamaica by 25% in 5 years. 5 years ago they signed on to that. What has happened is that since 2016, the food importation bill in Jamaica has increased by 100%. That has taken place when we have the Minister of Agriculture from Southwest St. Elizabeth and the State Minister of Agriculture from Southeast St. Elizabeth, and they have caused the food importation bill to double in the last 10 years because of friend and company they might deal with. Under the next PNP government, we are going to put our local farmers to work so that you can earn the money without supporting any high importation. The reason it has happened that way is because they might give permit to friend and company. They are giving the import permit to friend and company. So even when onion in the field in St. Elizabeth and in Manchester, they still give a permit to import onion to them friends, to them colleagues, to them family. No more of that. September 3 marks the end of that. And I want to tell you, comrade Miranda, because them sisters the wind are blowing in the direction of the PNP. Some of them are run come try look friend with me. I want to tell you this, no import license to no friend or company under the People's National Party. We are going to create a special economic zone for agriculture, where the production is export-led, export-driven. So all of those items that we have a competitive advantage in, whether it's our yellow yam, our ginger, our turmeric, our pimento, our nutmeg, our Sea Island cotton, or our good sensimilla, we are going to allow you to cultivate and make your money. Hold on. Them things that you be a church boy, we don't know about this thing here. When I was growing up, my comrade from Mickey's constituency, you see, when I was growing up, before we got to Corner League or Sunday daytime, me used to have to pick the ganja. And when me pick it, and my finger turned black, me did have to warm one look of butter knife and roll after something there off it. If you know what me I talk about. And this your government here, in the land of the good cancer, and import marijuana, come September 3, all of that done. Now, a poll come out the other day, and me hear some people are run up and make up some noise. The only surge that took place in the recent Dan Anderson poll, the only surge that took place is Mark Jefferson Golden moving from 30% to 39%. The people of Jamaica are going with Golden. No. I see them a run up and down now like madans. And they must say what they want you to believe. So they come up with an argument and say they have momentum. You know what they do? They pack up some people from West Kingston, put them in some bus, with Desmond Mackenzie a drive back at Prime Minister anywhere go. If you say them have crowd and follow back at them. We don't frighten so easy. Now hold on. I hear the outgoing Prime Minister saying that there are no safe seats. And I want to tell him from down in Manchester tonight, Mr. Prime Minister, keep your eyes on Manchester and St. Elizabeth. 8 out of 8. We have a clean sweep the parishes of Manchester and St. Elizabeth. Now, the man get up and the man start campaign at 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning. Lord Jesus. 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning. We have our comrade leader in the yard with his wife, his loving wife, and take care of wife with the outer road like slaves at 1 o'clock in the morning. That outgoing Prime Minister is behaving like a thief in the night. I never call him thief. Don't open up your eye wide. I never call him so. I said he's behaving like a thief in the night. All right. Let me go back at church. He might behave like Nicodemus. They know that they can't win this fair and square. They know that they can't win this fair and square. And so they're going to come with all sorts of chicanery. Well, I have taken a decision. And we have bought integrity lamps for every single constituency. So that we are going to train our indoor agent. Take up your integrity lamp. Look at the voter ID. Look for the security marks. Every single constituency that the PNP is putting up a candidate has been given their integrity lamp so they can look at the ID to make sure that the necessary security features are there. And if you see somebody coming at the polling station and you know to God, say one same name and not in name, so we are going to ball out. It is an offense according to section 95 and section 96 of the Representation of the Peoples at the Roper for you to impersonate somebody. So comrades, look out for them, because a one man, one vote in this election, they're not peaceless. So anyone of you labor right out there who did that thing so you can come forth in a smaddy name, take it off for your mind, because if you come up there, members say you're going to meet the law, because we are going to enforce and ensure that the laws of the land are upheld. Now comrades, We are giving to you a comrade in whom we are well pleased. We are well pleased in the comrade that we are offering to Jamaica to become your Prime Minister. As a doctor, I get certified every year. As lawyers, they have to get certified to practice law. As nurse, they have to get certified to practice nursing. As real estate agents, they have to get certified for practice in them field. As pharmacists, they have to get certified to practice in them field. As even a taxi driver, you have to renew your transport license ever so often in order for you to carry people on the roads. None of us, not me as a doctor, we don't get to determine who upon the body will give you the license. The Prime Minister and his government got to determine who are the commissioners for the Integrity Commission. And even when he pick the commissioner, him still can't get certified for do for him work. So we're going to replace Mr. Uncertified with the clean, certified integrity boss, Mark Golden. Now, this party here, the People's National Party, was founded on some things. Social justice is in our DNA. Social justice simply means that we fight against those things that are institutionalized to hold our people back. Then put them in a law, in a policy, and they hold our people back. Is what the Rastaman mean when they hear my reason him say I fight against the system. He's fighting against those things that have been designed to hold our people back. They had a law that if they catch you with a little dry herb, then lock you up and you get a criminal record. It was Mark Jefferson Golden that decriminalized the personal use of marijuana. Based on that, young people no longer have a criminal record for a local dry herb. They can go on farm work program, they can work with government now and say, hail the man, Mark Jefferson Golden, the president of our party. When we are voting for a leader, we want to vote for a leader who is touched by the feeling of our infirmities. We want somebody who is caring and compassionate. When the wife of the Prime Minister can get up and say, anyway, garbage there, a comrade live there, she's out of order and they must pay the price for being so feisty and out of order. When the Prime Minister can decide that he is going to go over Portmore and lick down poor people's house, I say I want a new leader that is going to ensure that it not take you 60 years, but it take you 25 years to own the piece of land where you're depend. Give us Mark Golden. When children were stuck in Ukraine, bombs are dropped and their lives in danger. Them asked the woman who did so nervous last night, she couldn't really say what she had said good. They asked them to help to get our children back home. The government, the Labour Party government, told them to take loans in order for them to come back home to Jamaica. Mark Jefferson Golden went into his personal account, took out his money and sent it and brought back our children home safely. So comrades, I am 100% sure that we have a leader who does not care about the color of your skin. He doesn't care about your social class that you're coming from. He will treat all of you with respect. I know that because he treats me with respect. I have never one day in my life felt uncomfortable in the company of Mark Golden. Stand up and make welcome the incoming Prime Minister, Mark Jefferson Golden.
Comrade Chairman of the meeting, all of my colleagues on the platform, all of the workers, warriors, foot soldiers, supporters who have come here to Mandeville in your tens of thousands tonight. PNP river coming like a tsunami, coming down bank to bank. Everywhere I look, I am seeing orange, a sea of orange. Comrades, the 3rd of September is soon to be upon us. We have put in the work. We have united our party and made it strong again. We have put our shoulders to the wheel and rebuilt our organization so it is strong again. We have put our intellect to work and we've come up with the policies and programs that can take Jamaica forward out of the rut, out of the stagnation after nearly 10 years of Labour Party rule. Comrades, the people of this country are tired of the lack of integrity in public life. They're tired of a government that has been scraping and scraping what should be for the people's benefit and ensuring that it goes into the pockets of themselves and their friends and their cronies. That is why I am determined to bring a new form of governance to the country with integrity in the center of everything we do, and accountability, our mantra, so that people can believe that their government is working in their interests. That is why, comrades, we're going to juke them with the impeachment legislation. We're gonna juke them with the unexplained wealth order. We're gonna juke them with the disclosure of our financial returns for all members of our government. Not just the Prime Minister, whose can't be published because he's not certified, and not just the leader of the opposition. Comrades, to all undecided voters out there, and all persons who don't consider themselves connected to a political party, come the 3rd of September, you have a choice to make. Do you want to put Jamaica under 5 more years of corrupt rule with a leader whose certified situation is improper? He cannot have his return certified, and where institutions of governance are under attack? Or do you want a Jamaica where the institutions of accountability are supported and strengthened, and where the persons who are serving in government have signed the leadership code of conduct? All of our representatives in the shadow cabinet have signed the Integrity Commission Code of Conduct. Not one JLP has signed it. That is a signal of what to expect if those people come back to government again. Comrades, I heard last night in the debate where one of their debaters took an idea that I had proposed in my budget speech in 2022 and tried to pretend that it is theirs. This is something they do all the time. They are copycats, they don't have original thoughts. I had said in 22 and I say it now, all of our student loan borrowers, we are going to give you an amnesty so that your arrears of interest and any penalties that have been charged to your account are forgiven, because we want to ensure you get a fresh start when the next government and the PNP comes into office, and take the burden of those arrears off of you, because we want to reform the way the student loan system works. It is a fact that hundreds of thousands of Jamaicans live on land and they don't have any ownership paper to show and give them the security of tenure. It was after slavery that the colonialists passed the law to say that you had to live on land for over 60 years, public land, before you could acquire title. That was at a time when the average life expectancy of human beings on earth was way less than 60. They never wanted our people to own land in this country. Well, the next PNP government is going to look after your interests. We want you to become owners. We will amend the law so that you're entitled to a title for your property after 20 years, 25 years of possession on public land. And we're going to make it happen. And for the workers of this country, for too long, some employers have been abusing the contract work system. Have you a kind of puppet on a string where you're on short-term contracts being renewed and you don't get the benefits that the law of Jamaica intends for you to have? We are going to put an end to that. There will be no more abuse of the contract work system. You will be properly recognized as employees with the full range of rights and benefits that you are supposed to have under the employment law of Jamaica. And if you are employed in the public sector or the private sector, and you're earning up to $6 million a year, and you earn overtime pay, the next PNP government is going to make your overtime pay tax-free. You will have more money in your pocket on payday under the PNP. And for our hotel workers and other workers in hospitality who rely on tips and gratuity for a portion of their income, we are going to implement the promise we made months ago. Once we form government, your tips and your gratuity will no longer be taxed. You will get that money in your pocket without deduction of tax. The PNP is looking after the interests of the hotel workers and hospitality workers. And we recognize that we have to do more for our children and their parents who are struggling under the cost of living pressures. That is why we have the EASE program, to ensure a hot, nutritious meal for every needy child. 55% of the school children are from a situation where they are suffering from food insecurity. Under the PNP, come to school. You don't need lunch money. You will get your hot, nutritious meal produced from good Jamaican food, grown by the good Jamaican farmers. We're going to spend $9 billion a year extra to make that happen. And for the parents who struggle with the lunch money and also with the transportation costs, and the children are not going to school 5 days a week during the school term because the transportation costs are too much for them, we're going to send out the social worker, we're going to send out the guidance counselor, we're going to check it out. And if that's your situation, $10,000 a month per child you will get as a subsidy to cover your transportation costs. Under the next PNP government, 20,000 families will benefit from that across Jamaica. We're going to choke them with a ride. We're going to choke them with the ease. And we want to ensure that those children who work so hard and try to make their parents proud, and they are keep themselves out of bad company, and they get their subjects and they want to go further to university or college, and they can't cross it financially. The first in family scholarship is for you. We're going to juke them with that too, because we want to make sure that they can go to university or college on a full scholarship, and their families will be uplifted out of poverty, because at least one of them will get into the ranks of those who are earning a better income in the society. Now, comrades, when we launched our manifesto a couple of weeks ago, we said that we were going to be publishing another document summarizing the main points in our manifesto, but with a little icing on the cake too. And tomorrow we will be launching that document. But there's something I want to give you a sneak preview of tonight. Now I hear the Labourites are talking about adjusting the rate of income tax. But that is going to benefit those who are very, very wealthy more than it will benefit those who are less wealthy. Because the rate, once reduced for them, means that they will be paying less tax because they're earning more to begin with. We are going to deal with that matter in a way that benefits those who need it most. Under the PNP government that is to come, we will be increasing the tax threshold so that persons who currently pay tax at 25%, if they're earning up to $3.5 million a year, they will be paying tax at 0%. Under the next PNP government, we'll be raising the threshold to give them a tax-free income. And we won't stop there, because as the economy improves and the fiscal space improves, we will raise that tax threshold further and further, because we want money to be in the pockets of those who are struggling right now to make ends meet, so they can consume goods and services and make the economy stronger, make their lives better, and make Jamaica move up, up, up. One aim and one destiny is what we are dealing with for all Jamaican people. So comrades, I feel the energy here tonight, and I'm asking everybody here tonight to maintain that energy right through until the polls close on the 3rd of September. Let us deliver a new day for Jamaica. Let us deliver a better life for our families and for generations to come. Let us clean up our act in this country. Let us clean up our environment in this country. Let us do it with clean hands and a clean heart. Join Iman, Marky G on the journey to progress, because we're marching on to victory. One love, comrades. God bless you all. The 3rd of September will be a new day, and we will see the light of progress once again. Power to the people. Power to the people. One love.
Thank you very much, Nizzle. Thank you very much. Comrades of Central Jamaica, the People's National Party is ready. And we are going to close off properly with the Jamaica Arise.